Hello, welcome to the Planning Hub Lab. The aim of this channel is helping planners to turn data into better decisions through using tools such as Excel, Power Query, Power BI to improve day-to-day activities. In this topic and video, we are talking about inventory turnover. What is the inventory turnover? It basically measures one simple thing: how many times your business sells and replaces its stock over a specific period. It can be a month, week, or a year. Think of it as a cycle. You buy inventory, you sell it, and you replenish it. That's one term. To make it sense, let's look at two completely different businesses: a local grocery store and a high-end luxury watch shop. Grocery stores sells milk. Milk spoils fast and then they buy it, sell it within few days and buy more, and their inventory turns over constantly, maybe 20-30 times a year. Now look at a luxury watch shop. They might buy a 20 grand watch and sit it in a display case for 6 months or more before a collector walks in and buy it. The inventory turns over much slower, maybe 1 or 2 times a year. None of the businesses necessarily wrong, but they require a completely different financial strategy to survive. So how do you find your number? It's a very straightforward. It requires just two numbers from your financial statement. Cost of goods, which we says COGS, divided by average inventory. Both are of course in value. Let's break down because a lot of people mess up with the top numbers. You want to use cost of goods sold at your total revenue. But why? Reason is very simple: because revenue includes your profit markup, and we want to compare the wholesale cost of what is sold to the wholesale cost of what's sitting on your shelves. So it keeps things apple to apple comparison. And the bottom number is your average inventory during the same period. You get this by adding your starting inventory to your ending inventory divided by 2. Let's just have a quick example so you get familiar with what we are talking about, and then we shall go to the Excel calculation. Let's say you have a e-commerce brand at the COGS of 100 grand a year or 100 grand for last year. On average, you held about 20 grand worth of stock at any given time. So based on this formula, 100 divided by 20, it gives you 5. So your inventory turnover ratio is 5. This means you completely cleared out and restocked your warehouse 5 times over the year. So 5, is it a good number or is it bad? Basically, a higher number is a better number because it means that your average inventory gets smaller, so you replenish the stock more. And by this, your cash is freeing up quickly. You aren't paying a fortune in the warehouse storage fees. On the flip side, a low turnover ratio is a massive red flag. It means you're sitting on a dead stock, maybe demand has dropped, maybe your pricing is too high, or you overordered. But don't worry, uh, don't panic. We do have a few quick turnaround so you can fix it quickly. On immediate action, you can liquidate the stock, run a clearance sale, bundle slow moving items with your bestsellers, or sell the old stock to a broker. Get the cash back, even if you just break even. On a more strategic change, improve your demand forecasting. Look at your historical sales data. Just don't guess. Run some proper demand forecasting, which we will cover it in another video later, how to improve the forecasting. And one on the supply optimization as well. Negotiate smaller, faster orders. Talk to your suppliers. See if you can order smaller batches more frequently than one ordering a 6 months massive supply at once. Get a slight discount. At the end of the day, inventory management isn't just about organizing a warehouse. It's more about managing your cash flow velocity. The faster you turn, the faster your business grows. Look at the numbers for last year, calculate your turns, and drop a comment below, letting us know what your number is. Alright, here's the inventory turnover example here. We got a period for Q1 for 10 SKUs. We got the COGS, cost per product, opening stock for each item, and closing stock for Q1. Let's calculate the opening stock value by multiplying the opening stock by its cost per product. Same, we can calculate the closing stock. Alright, we got the values. Now let's calculate the average inventory by summing up the opening stock and closing stock divided by 2. It gives us the average inventory. And now let's calculate the turnover ratio. It was COGS divided by average inventory. It gives you a number, 41. Is it a good or bad number? It depends. It depends on your industry, your targets that has been defined. Here, let's say we got a minimum of 40 and the max of 55. If it's number or numbers, it's between this, it's a moderate. It means that it's okay. If it's more than 55, the max, it's fast moving. And if it's a less than 35 or 40, we would say it's slow moving. So let's calculate status. So if is higher than max, and let's fix the value here. So when we drag a formula, it won't change. Uh, it's we can refer this one also to this cell again. So we can have a dynamic range of targets. However, if 41 is less than minimum, just fix again. Slow mover, otherwise it's moderate. Okay, right, fix now. So let's track the formula to calculate the rest of the SKUs. Alright, so it shows moderate for the few SKUs, one fast moving, and few items slow moving. So now we do have an inventory turnover report. One way is using the conditional formatting and color coding the status. The other way is converting this one to the pivot table. Just showing it now. And we can either start with the status in the rows and go with the product. So you can see which SKUs on product, of course, names, categorize In which way? Also, you can remove them all and put the product ID in the value. So it's just counting the number of products uh, in each category. So we got one SKU as a fast moving, four SKU as a moderate, and five as a slow moving. You can change your report based on your requirement and needs.